washing some stuff up, washing up. This is for brewing, for making, beer, alcohol, wine, cider, mead. It had mead in it. But my son and I bottled the mead, and it's his first mead, and it came out fantastic. And now, hey Metal Art, what's up? Thanks for joining. Right now I'm just washing up this thing for my igulu. It's a machine for brewing, making beer and alcohol and mead, cider, wine, stuff like that. I've got a bunch more kegs outside I gotta clean up because they need to be cleaned. And I'm going to be selling at least some of them because, well, I don't need 8 or 10 or whatever number of kegs I have. Got to slowly start selling off some of my brewing stuff, downsize, I think I just want to stick to, like, if I brew at all, small batches. This is the last of what was in the thing. It's kind of yeasty and it's got like, we had strawberries in it, and so it's got like kind of the strawberry material. Hey Ace, what's up? What's up? So my title, I said, oh, that's cool, Mac. About mental health and ADHD, however many D's. Really, I have the ADD. I'm not very hyper. I kind of grew out of the hyperness part. I mean, I got old. I'm old and tired, but I'm kind of using this YouTube channel as a motivator, because one of my big issues is staying motivated to do stuff. Get myself out of decision paralysis and into hyper focus on get this thing done. So in typical ADD fashion, I'm also going to like sprinkle in bits of whatever I'm working on. So this is from the brewing machine, brewing beers, and this is Star Sand. It's a no rinse sanitizer. Let's see, dribble a little in there. It's supposed to mix. This stuff is strong. 1 ounce, 1 fluid ounce goes in 5 gallons. So when you want to do a little bit less than a gallon, you go, oh, come on. That looks like about 1/5 of an ounce. You sound like Mike Hawk, kinda. See, Mike Hawk. I know Tony Hawk. Or I know of Tony Hawk. I've never met him. Thank you. I really hate my voice. Like, I hate listening to myself. Like, the hardest part for me with editing is having to listen to my own voice and listen to myself talk. Because, like, on tape. Because my voice sounds weird to me, and I don't like it. I haven't learned to get over that yet. I'm only 47. You know, give me some time. Anyway, so the sanitizer, put it in there. I'll mix up a little more water in it. And then pretty much you're gonna let this, I'm just gonna let this sit. It doesn't take the sanitizer long to do its thing. And because it's a no rinse sanitizer, it's perfectly fine to, like, see all the foam? We always say, don't fear the foam. That foam is good stuff, you know. I mean, it helps sanitize the stuff so that when you put beverage in here, it doesn't, like, get contaminated with bacterias and stuff. But I'll let this sit for a good long while. And now I'm gonna mosey on outside where I have the kegs I'm washing up. What else do I need? I need to take the bottle brush and the scrubby sponge. So, is Mike Hawk related to Tony Hawk? Is that like his son or something? See, I like tried being a skater in like the 80s. Turns out I don't have coordination. So, but that's where I know Tony Hawk from, was these, oh God, I don't even remember the name of the magazine. We'd go to the library and I'd find it. It was like, okay, the joke isn't working. I'm sorry. Mike Hawk girl. Hawk 2? I don't know. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to explain it to me. I'm Gen X. I don't know modern stuff. Very much good at it. Mike Hawk girl. Am I gonna have to go like find my tablet and Google that? Okay, never mind. I'm sorry, dude. I guess I didn't even know the plot or something. Have a good day. All right, hey, you too, man. Have a fantastic day. Sorry I ruined your joke, I guess. But, so I'm washing up these kegs. See, kegs, yay. Lots of beer kegs. Be right back. Okay, so back to the mental health bit. And throw your comments down here, like and subscribe and all that. I mostly do, my channel's about, like, it's called Nukem Garage, so it's me working in the garage, you know, learning to weld, doing hobby type stuff. which is why I'm out here washing the kegs. Because that's one hobby of mine is making like beer, wine, cider. But you know, us ADD types really do struggle with motivation and getting started on a project, you know, sometimes, or getting started on a task. That we call it the decision paralysis. Which task do I get going on? So a little bit of my doing the YouTube is to kind of give me a motivation so I can push myself past decision paralysis, which for me a lot of the time is just like I need to turn off the YouTubes or whatever and essentially get off my ass, stop being lazy, and start working. You know, start doing the task. Pick a task and start on it. The decision paralysis is, you know, which task to work on. Kind of hope that doing a YouTube channel helps me do some of that. Get past that point. You know, I can say, okay, what am I gonna YouTube about this weekend? And you know, that's the motivator. Ooh, come on. Almost got my arm stuck in there. So, anyone in the chat room? Yeah, you got 3 people watching. Okay, anyway, hey, if you've got mental health thoughts, etc. on ADD, ADHD, autism, all of that, throw it down here. And I'll try to give you my take on what you say, or, you know, whatever. Let's see, let me ask a question. All right, who in here has ADD or autism, or the fun little combo of the two? All right, I'm gonna call this one cleaned out. This is a floating dip tube. So it sits down there. This is your output for the keg. And this floats, kind of like a bobber, keeps the intake side just below the, you know, about that far below the surface. Because all of the yeast and all that stuff settles to the bottom of the keg. That way it just always pulls the clean stuff right off the top. Very cool thing to have, especially when you're sometimes I'll do the whole process, fermentation in the keg, or if you're wanting to do like any kind of beverage that's going to have a lot of solids and junk that's going to fall down to the bottom. You want to add fruit or flavorings, you want to dry hop in the keg or whatever. Only problem is it just came off and I don't feel like messing with it. Yeah, I've just got another keg here full of sanitizer. There's a little 3-gallon keg. Just put, that looks good. Right about that much sanitizer in the big keg. And I store them with sanitizer in them. It will not hurt anything. Just, you know, helps keep everything nice and clean. Ensure that it's all nice and clean. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go rinse this off. if you haven't subscribed, done so yet, hit like, hit subscribe. Go watch some of my other videos. I promise they're a little more interesting. All right. Anyway, Matt, and everyone else. Just yesterday, I put up my final video, me painting a lawnmower called "Pimp My Mower." If you don't know, there's a show called "Pimp My Car," and so that's kind of like my funny little takeoff on that. But I know Middle Art Customs will appreciate the video and what a hack I am. I mean, Metal Art will spend weeks and weeks and weeks like just sanding a car. I mean, getting it perfect. And I'm like, 5 minutes, sanding, done. Oh, it didn't come out the way I wanted it to. Nah. Still looks cool. But I'm also, you know, it's a lawnmower that I'm giving to a friend. Diecast Custom Dreams, also known as, his new channel is Pretending to be a Car Guy. Vic is awesome. Vic and his wife, Foggy, they're awesome people. And so I did this mower up for him because I pulled it out of the trash and fixed it up, painted it up, you know, made it all pimp and sweet. And so that's going off to him as soon as I figure out a way to get it to him. But I gotta finish cleaning up all these kegs. I got so many kegs, and I'm not sure which ones are clean and which ones are not. Because I've got too many and I need to sell some, or I want to sell them. Just, I mean, too much stuff in my way, right? Sorry, you can't really see what I'm doing. I've got my arm down in there's a little mini keg, torpedo. Really nice keg. If you want a nice keg, buy a torpedo. Things are great because the way the handles are, they're welded like that. You can stack them, which is great for, you know, storage. And since these are like 2.5 gallon, let's see, yeah, 2.6 US gallon. You should be able to fit 2 stacked on top of each other inside of most kegerators, because they're usually designed for the 5.5 gallon kegs. Got my long bottle brush. Reach it down here, scrub it around a little. Tell you what, I got to figure out what time of day to go live at, because I mean, I know I don't have a lot of subs right now. I've got like 130. But, you know, I'm kind of part of this nice little YouTube fam with metal art and diecast custom, diecast dream. See, that's that ADD thing. I bloop, 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 flip-floppy words, like, in names, so... Is it diecast? I know his channel name is the word diecast, customs, and dreams. I know diecast is first. I forget. Is it diecast dream customs? Is it diecast custom dreams? I'm sure Mac's sitting there yelling at me. It's this Nukem. But, and I'm also horrible with names. There's, I work in a hospital. I do x-rays. So for years, I go up to the ICU at, you know, what, 5 a.m. every day to do the portable x-rays on all the patients that are in the ICU that need x-rays. And, chest x-rays, that's it. Anyway, and there's this one nurse, give her a hug every day, sweetest lady, you know, and it was like one of the highlights of my night, you know, especially when going through COVID and all that. You got that person that, you know, that positive moment, and for the life of me, I do not know her name. You know, I mean, we cried about a coworker of hers or ours. There's another nurse in the ICU, that Crystal, that passed away from cancer. I was doing CAT scans the night that she came in and did the scan that found the cancer that it took her away from us, and you know, but still, I can't remember this nurse's name. Never can. I'm so bad with names. I say it's my built-in HIPAA protection. I've actually said that in an interview. Like, what's your biggest weakness? I'm like, I am absolutely horrible with names. I will forget your name as soon as I walk out the door, or probably right after you tell me. But, you know, you're supposed to turn your greatest weakness into a strength. Bullshit. Anyway, so I'd say, but it's also my best strength because I can't violate HIPAA because I can't remember nobody's name. And man, all the time I get, you know, you get the same people a lot when you work in the hospital, or I mean, pretty much anything in healthcare. And his patients are like, oh, you did my x-rays last week. Okay, I mean, I believe you. Now, this one lady, she said that. I was like, okay, you know, blah, 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 whatever. I'm sorry, I'm just really bad with names and faces. You know, I see so many people, it all just blurs together. And then I took her x-ray. I was like, now I remember you. Because she had some very unique hardware in her, like surgical hardware in her pelvis. Let's see. One thing I struggle with myself, names are only good while I'm talking to you. Right, Rick? I'm lucky if I remember your name while I'm talking to you. When I do the whole, you know, I have to verify the patient's name, date of birth, all that. I have to have a paper with that, all that information in front of me, or a computer screen with all of that in front of me. Otherwise, I'm like, shit, what? I walked from the, you know, the x-ray room into the control booth, and I'll forget what their name was. What did they say? Yeah, exactly. It's just, but I've had so many doctors that are like, dude, Brian is the best. He is the CT tech you want. You know, he's fast. He gets, you know, them done. He does them right. He does them well. I get all that part down. You know, I'll remember someone's x-rays. I've got the image up here somewhere, and I'll scan them and be like, oh, I remember you. Because now I just see that x-ray that, you know, that's what stuck in my head. So it was something unique, special, unique, you know. Or maybe someone starts talking about, oh, you know, last time I saw you, we talked about this, and you told me this. And it's like, oh, okay, now I remember, I've often said, if I remember your name, that's either really good or really bad. Like, you know, especially with patients, it's like, either, you know, chances are if I remember a patient's name, because I did not have, it was not a very fun experience. What up, 87SS boy? Just trying to get through these chores, man. Washing kegs. Gotta sanitize. Because I have too many hobbies, because, you know, the ADD. So that one's got sanitizer in it now. That one's got sanitized. Yes, I did that one. Look at these cute little mini kegs. They're so fun. Ah, why is it leaking? Oh, yeah. They don't really seal until you pressurize them. All right. What I think is really funny is the little 2.5 gallon kegs I've got here. They actually go for more money than the 5 gallon kegs. And of course, what's nice is I can actually wash them in the sink, because they'll fit under the faucet. The 5 gallons, I mean, I've done them in the sink, but it's a pain in the butt. But I want to sell some of these, because I've got so many kegs. Probably have 8, maybe more. I'm trying to sell some of them off so I can buy some more tools or something. I don't know. Something to play with in the garage. Buy some stuff to weld. So I'm practice welding. I need to weld, you know, 5,000 welding coupons. Welding coupons, because they're just like a little bit of metal to put together. Chris Fisher, what is up, bruh? Good to see you. Okay, where'd my sanitizer go? Here it is. Neighbors out there got the music's going. I like it. Okay, those ones on. I mean, the thing is, like, all these for these kegs, these lids are supposed to be universal, but I have found a few that aren't quite so universal. They have kind of a preference for which keg they go on. Oh, that's why that seems so light. Because this is the one one I filled with sanitizer all the way. You don't need a lot, just, you know, 8 to 16 ounces in the keg. That's plenty, because you're just going to shake it. You get that sanitizer all over, and it sanitizes it. And you put them away. You just keep that sanitizer in there, keeps everything nice and clean. There's the 3 I just washed up. This one's got, you can kind of see it, it's leaking out. It's, I tried making grape pop a few years ago. So what I'm gonna do with that one, I'll show you some of my brew space downstairs. So I'm gonna add a bunch of sugar and some yeast, like a lot of sugar. I'm going to turn it into, I'm going to distill that. After that ferments, I'm going to distill it. Because I want to see if that grape pop flavor will come over into the alcohol that you distill. So you've got basically make kind of like a grape flavored vodka, white spirit. So think of it as grape flavored Everclear. Just because that would be fun to do. That'd be stupid and fun. Which is my middle name, Stupid and Fun. So here's my little cheers to you. Okay, I've got this little machine here. This is a still. It's for distilling water. But from Vevor. Yeah, you set your temperature. There's your, and then it heats it up. Stuff. You know, distillation happens, collect out of there. It's fun. And I've distilled some dangerous stuff. And when I say dangerous, I mean like it'll kick your ass. When it comes off the still, and you know, it's like pretty pure. Let's see, Jack Daniels is like what, 80 proof, which is 40% volume by alcohol, or alcohol by volume. I'm pulling stuff off there that's like 160 proof. Then it's 180. By the end of the run, down to like 110 proof. But ooh, that shit'll rock you. Ooh, you'll be blind as a bat, easy. Because a lot of times the what was the one stuff I made? It was it's made from molasses, rum. So I made rum and wood aged it. Did it like a quick wood age technique. Anyway, basically to give it that wood barrel age effect and flavors. It was so yummy and so strong. And wow, I was blind. Not like physically blind, but I don't remember shit. So I need to get the power washer out. I power washed this last year, you know, but I've got the garage where I can get these lights put away soon. Still got a little more to do in here. You're still in here, Chris, in 87. Y'all will appreciate. Let's see. Still got my little welding station set up here. And then I've got the workbench. Yeah, I need to work on that tabletop or workbench top. You know, another workbench with the, you know, top. Another workbench here that I picked up for free 99. My favorite price is free 99. And then here's some welds I was able to lay down. Look at that. Look at that, bruh. It's a weld. That looks like a weld and not like, where's one of the, not like that. See, that looks like straight garbage. I don't know jack shit about welding. I know that is not good. And this is at least a hell of a lot better. I'm not even going to call it quality. I'll call it less terrible. I'm actually pretty damn proud of that one. I like, you know, it's kind of perfect. It's got this hole in it. I think I'll, like, I'm going to smack this, bend it up a little, mount it up somewhere. My first weld. My first good weld. Hey, 84 Cuddy, what's up? Check it out. I made a weld that looks like a weld. It doesn't look like hot garbage. Like that. Or that. Or that. I really like the ones where, like this one. This is a great example of hot garbage. Let's see where it is. I can see you right through it. But got my welding station set up. I've even got space here for welding bottles, you know, for argon, and this is CO2. Which I need to take that outside for working on those kegs I'm cleaning. Why did I come in here? I don't even remember. Let's see. Started putting up some decor on my walls. Got I want to move some of this around, but the back wall for the welding table, I'm gonna line it with like license plates and stuff, you know, stuff that's a little more fireproof than the particle board stuff. But, you know, that's probably better than having the sparks just go right down to the, I don't know, whatever's in that wall. And there's that mower for thick and foggy. It's ready to go. I'm calling it DONE done. If I can, I kind of want to make figure out something for just a nice little grip here. But, you know, whatever. She is too foggy, can wear gloves. And let's see. I got this kegerator. Someone want a kegerator that don't work? It just needs to be recharged with Freon or something. Let's see if I can drag this. I'm gonna try and not drop y'all. Grab this tank of CO2 with my bad wrist. Yeah, that don't feel good. That don't feel good. a little heavy. I mean, the bigger size tank, but all right, there we go. All right, so here we go. Let's see. Where are we at? Where are we at? There we go. So your basic easy setup on a kegerator, got your CO2, and then turn this around for you. Okay, so CO2 tank, open it, right? Pressure, make sure that one's open. The way I set mine up, I've got hose comes off to a splitter. This is basically how they set it up at your bar, your local bar. And mine's technically a little bit fancier because I've got two. These are pressure regulators. This is a pressure regulator, so are these. So this way I can control the pressure to two kegs individually. So I could, for some reason, say I need to run this one at like 10 psi and the other one at 20. There's, science that goes into that, but I can do that. I can run two kegs at two different pressures. And then, so it just clicks on there, like a quick connect. Then you have a similar setup for the out. And this would be your tap handle, and then there we go. When you clean kegs, that's kind of what you scrub the inside. I scrub the inside. Okay, but you put pressure in, you've got fluid in here, I've got sanitizer, and then air pressure or CO2 pressure in, you got your out, and you just run some through it. I mean, this one I can flip it like that so it just stays going. And I don't need to run a lot through. Just enough so it comes out nice and clean. There's sanitizer in all the spots where, the beverage would come into contact with. And I'll grab the next one. Same thing. Okay. Oh. Right, I turned that off. So let's see if you can see this. I can't see my screen super good, but kind of. Okay. So this. So see, I can adjust the pressure to that keg and this one. Then I still got this one off the same CO2 tank. I can run to another keg. And these guys aren't too expensive. I forget what they are, like 10 or 20 bucks, something like that. Which is a lot better than the regulators that go in the CO2 tank. Good. I'll call that flushed out. And then just to save gas, I'm going to turn the pressure way down So I only need enough pressure just to push the fluid through. And then I store them with a little pressure in them and the sanitizer in them a little bit. I mean, 8 to 16 ounces worth. Keeps them sanitary. So those guys are ready to be filled. Now before filling, you drain the rest of the sanitizer out. Now if I were, what I actually do is open it, fill the rest with water, and that sanitizer's still in there. And then you push all of that water out with the CO2. That way your tank is full of CO2, the keg has got nothing but CO2 in it. And that means when you add you fill it with the beer, the beer doesn't become oxidized. You want to avoid contact with oxygen for beer. Wine, it's okay. Now this one, this keg I have to hold upside down because the tube came off. It's got like a straw that hooks to the output side that goes to the bottom because that's where the liquid is. This one, that tube came off. The float tube, you'd have to see the beginning of this live stream for that. All right, well, I've got 4 clean kegs. What else? Let's see. So who else still in here? Are you here, Chris? 87, 84? Yeah, I think in a little bit. Let's see.